Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Ring Report. We're going to be talking about recaps and stuff on what went down tonight's AEW Dynamite, including here. We told you the confrontation between Will Ospreay and Ken Omega a couple weeks before their anticipated world title showdown. Omega and Ospreay had something to go on. And also, too, we see the returns of MJF and Swerve Strickland, what they was doing on AEW. We'll talk about it coming up, as well as Jon Moxley was in action against Jungle Boy Jack Perry. We'll talk about that coming up as we get the AEW Ring Report started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's not waste no time. What's up? Let's get things started right here, right now on the Pro Wrestling Show. We start off with this. We start coming out there in a mission statement. Don Callis coming out there. Don Callis used to be the manager of both Ken Omega and Will Ospreay. Well, Don Callis got a vested interest in this match. He really don't. Don Callis wanted to make his presence be known tonight. Don Callis did do so as well. You see right here, members of the Don Callis family try to cheap shot Will Ospreay and Ken Omega. Ospreay right here, coming out there to get his talked about what he was talking about. Well, until Ken Omega came out there to make the save and save everyone from the Don Callis family. From Will Ospreay from the Don Callis family, I meant to say. But this intense showdown, face-to-face showdown, is not over yet. We know these two men will meet at All In Wembley Stadium. It'll be AEW's version of Brett and Bulldog from SummerSlam 92. Now we'll see this match between these two men fight for the World Championship. We'll see how this is going to go. But it was just that lackluster a bit, but they got to work on that. But they got enough time to build it. But they need to start building a little bit before the end of the month. Speaking of the end of the month, the Casino Gauntlet match will take place. And these three men will be entering for the second entrant. As you see, MJF returning, Nick Wayne, and Speedball Mike Bailey. These three men want to be the second person to go up opposed to Andrade. And guess who won the pony? You won't believe who won the pony indeed. MJF will be meeting Andrade in in the gauntlet match. So they're gonna kick off the Casino Gauntlet match at All In. So we're gonna see that match coming up forward. So we'll see that between these two men coming up. If they're happy or later. Speaking of another match, David Finlay was in action. David Finlay was in action against Jay White. Jay White, against David Finlay. Jay White promised that he was going to win, but he came short to stick with that shillelagh. I think Jay White going to realize David Finlay learning tricks and trades with his daddy stuff. But guess who's returned? Swerve Strickland has returned. Swerve Strickland calling out the new Trios Tag Team Champions, Hangman Page, Brody Lee, and Bandido. Swerve pointing out each man he had a feud with that he ain't forgot about. Well, Swerve got interrupted by the man. The man said that the man with Ricochet saying that he's the mouthpiece and saying that the man wants their tag team trios titles back. They want it back either way. They're gonna get it one way or another. But they Swerve wasn't mind them, and so Swerve got out of the way, but Swerve didn't forget. So we see it's gonna be a lot of them. The man want the trios tag team titles back, but I don't see it right now. But I think we probably get Swerve versus Ricochet once again. That feud when they had when Lucha Underground. Remember that Lucha Underground back in the day. Swerve and Ricochet were mass men. Well, speaking of that, Chris Jericho made his return. Chris Jericho challenging for this man right here, TNT Championship. Kevin Knight, the Jet, along with Don Callis. Kevin Knight's gaining more confidence as we speak, and Kevin Knight is doing so with Don Callis in his corner. Kevin Knight um, showing his appeal. Kevin Knight cheated by attacking Jericho with an object and retained his championship. Kevin Knight, no different, no better than the rest of it. Kevin Knight doing what he needed to do to keep his title, his TNT Championship, intact. Well, speaking of that, we see Viva Land went against Chris Stanley. Viva Land didn't have no chance. Chris Stanley won, and she was interviewed by Mick Foley that she wants to be TBS champion. Another, so she wants her TBS title back some way, somehow. That situation. Even this point right here, you can tell the TBS champion, she's gonna have her what's her name? Maya World. She's gonna have her work cut out for her because a lot of women gunning for her. Thunder Rosa, former champion, he or she, the Purpose Boat. Y'all want the belt, so they're probably gonna be fighting for it. Sometime next week in a fatal 4-way. My World defense her TBS title. Well, we get to this right here. Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, was in action. He went against Jon Moxley in the Continental Cup. So Jon Moxley wasting no time whatsoever. Jon Moxley beating up Jungle Boy Jack Perry and applied that choke and made Jack Perry tap out. Jack Perry didn't see that one coming. I think Jack Perry realized that he was faded. But your winner right here, Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley getting the win. And Jon Moxley doing so by winning the match. Jon Moxley advances on. Like you said, Jon Moxley's going to be probably keep on coming, but we'll see what Moxley's going to do coming up. But this was kind of like a short AEW Ring Report because really nothing really was building. No storylines were building. Nothing. We saw the returns of MJL and Swerve. So it looks like they're trying to enter a feud with the Demand, Swerve, and them. Swerve probably gonna reunite his feud with Ricochet. So we'll see that coming up. But really wasn't nothing too big of appeal tonight that make you think, oh, okay. But like you said, we'll see. All right. We're gonna leave you here on the AEW Ring Report with Jon Moxley getting the victory over Jack Perry in the Continental Cup. So for me being Kendra Dix, saying thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show, AEW Ring Report. We'll see you Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.